Brothers and sisters, I'm speaking to you from the chapel where St. Clare prayed. St. Clare, who was a great companion of St. Francis in this revolutionary moment in the church, in Assisi, where we know Francis felt this deep call to be in love with Lady Poverty. And Francis met Clare, and Clare was so attracted to his spirituality, to his call to the radical life of Christ, to live the gospel in all its simplicity but truly in authenticity. But in her life is this mystery of adoration. So she lived in this place, San Damiano, where St. Francis heard from the cross of St. Damiano the voice of Christ calling him to rebuild the church because it was in ruins. And Francis thought that the Lord meant the physical church. Eventually he was led to see the bigger picture of what the Lord's words were to rebuild the Catholic Church through living a life of authenticity, prayer, penance, poverty. St. Clare comes into this mix here in San Damiano, and Francis prophesied that this convent would one day be used for consecrated women. And St. Clare comes to live here. And now I'm in the little oratory where she prayed, where she lived, and she built it for personal prayer. And on the side there, you'll see, this is where she kept the ciborium with the Eucharist, with the angels adoring God, the Lord in the Eucharist, where she herself would have this great, great devotion to adoration of the Lord in the Eucharist. And on the downstairs in the church that Francis helped rebuild, there's an inscription that speaks about prayer. I'm just going to read it to you. And it says that just one second as I find it. Not a voice, but a desire. Not clamor, but love. Not instruments, but hearts singing in the ears of God. And I think that St. Clare and Francis lived this out amazingly. So I'll repeat it again. Not a voice, but a desire. So prayer, sometimes we have no words for Christ, but we have to just desire God. That's prayer. Just desiring to be with him. Sometimes we're dry, sometimes we have nothing to say to God, but we're desiring his presence, and that is a powerful prayer in itself. And it says, not a desire, not a voice, but a desire. Not clamor, but love. Not instruments, but hearts singing in the ears of God. And this is what we imagine Clare did in this oratory, filling God's ear with her love. And so that we too, let's pray for this grace.